Has Christmas changed much over time for you?
Well, I think it's changed for everybody, but certainly for me, I've never really been terribly involved with Christmas. I mean, when my children were young, then yes, I did the whole thing. I cooked the meal, we played games, we did the whole thing. We had presents and everything. But now my family are all married to other people. There's in-laws, so you've got this slight puzzle about what are we going to do about mum. I know that goes on. So I make it very clear that mum is quite happy to go to her friends. I don't need to be with the family. And that's indeed what I shall be doing this year.
Oh, that sounds pretty
It's
lovely.
again, that's one thing that you've just done. Can I comment on it? I was sitting there thinking, when you get to my age, you look back at your life a bit and you think, well, what have I done bad or good? Or, you know, professionally, I've done some pretty awful performances in dreadful shows. But I'm not aware that I've done any harm. But what must it be like if your whole life has been cheating, lying, hurting people, damaging people? What are you going to feel like when you get old? I kind of feel sorry. I know a lot of people get caught into doing that because of poverty or whatever. But it's those people as well that are going to suffer as a result of this.
You're absolutely right. No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're saying what a lot of people, I'm sure, would be thinking as well, Sheila. Let's talk about Christmas again, because one thing I'm fascinated about is when you talk to anyone out and find out what they have, like little traditions. Everyone does something a bit different.
Yeah.
Some put their pyjamas on for Christmas Eve and leave them on all day. Some get the turkey ready 2 days before. What do you have any traditions, Sheila, that you do like to keep?
I don't really, quite honestly. They keep changing because new people come into the family. There's partners and people like that with their own traditions. But the one thing that we did used to have, my mum one year, we did have a tree. We didn't usually have decorations, but we had a little tree. And mum made out of a plastic doll. She dressed a little plastic doll to be a fairy. And every year, even though my daughters latterly have had very grand decorations on the trees, at the top was this rather pathetic little fairy. And this year we've lost it.
Oh,
I don't know where it's gone.
No.
It's gone. So that's the one tradition that I maybe did keep, which has gone out of the window. But, you know, what's it matter?
Oh, I love that. I hope you find it. I do hope the fairy turns up.
Now, you've recently written about how you love to keep a healthy social life, and Christmas can be a very busy time for people, can't it, as we've just been mentioning. But how do you like to keep busy then?
Keep busy. Well, I just get involved in causes and people and all sorts of things. I'm very involved in prison reform. I mean, it's not very Christmassy because they're going to have terrible Christmases. But do you know what I mean? I see. I am full on working the whole time. I do a monthly article for Prospect magazine. I occasionally write for The Guardian. All sorts of exciting new things. I'm desperate because I haven't got that many years left. So I'm desperate for new experiences. So if anybody's got an idea of something that I can do, I'll have a go. But as far as Christmas is concerned, as I say, it's never been a set thing for me. I mean, when I was young, my dad worked in pubs. So he was working over Christmas, not Christmas Day, but the rest. And as an actor, I was doing 2 shows on Boxing Day and usually one on Christmas Eve. So it was a kind of work period. So I'm rather sad that we seem to have lost a bit the meaning of it. I bet there are people now watching this who are panicking because they haven't got the most fashionable doll for their child. You know, they have these fashions, don't they, every year that you have to have. And it really doesn't matter. The best Christmas I think we had was when I asked the kids not to give me any presents, but to learn a poem and perform it, or do something else, do a little dance, but perform for me.
Did they do that?
And it was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Oh,
Isn't that a lovely thing to do?
It's a beautiful thing to do.
Oh, that's absolutely what
I worry that people are beginning to think of Christmas as just something that you buy expensive presents for. And for some people this year, that is a huge burden. People are incredibly short of cash. So think of different things that you can do that don't involve money. And sometimes the creativity that comes up from that is much more enjoyable than some present that the kids are going to throw away in 2 minutes and be bored with.
Absolutely beautiful words
Yeah.
there. I couldn't agree more. Dame Sheila, this has been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you.